In the Tlingit language, there is a term we use to talk about our ancestors and our future leaders. They are considered one and the same, ha shuka. It translates to our future leaders who come from our ancestors. At Ketchikan Indian community, we incorporate this traditional way of thinking in our work with tribal youth. We must simultaneously strengthen our young people's understanding of who they are as Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian people, as well as prepare them for the future, because they are our future.
My dad, when way back, used to always say that education is the future. And in my mind, as I'm getting ready to retire in the next few years, and one of the things that I've always said is that when we hand off whatever we're doing to our youth, it needs to be better than it was when we got it. And one of the ways that we do that is to make sure that our kids have a good education, have a good foundation to step forward and take that leadership role.
The Student Tribal Strength project is designed to strengthen the partnership between local tribes and the school district by empowering tribal leaders and parents to advocate for our tribal youth's educational rights. KIC will deliver a series of workshops designed to increase parents' understanding of the powerful roles they can play in ensuring their children receive a fair and equitable public education. The workshops center around the themes of advocacy, special education, and school and community. In the Advocacy series, parents will develop an understanding of Alaska Native education, parental rights as provided by law, and how to speak out on behalf of their children.
Advocacy is going to be a very important role that will be taking place for our children, and definitely I'm seeing partnerships happen with school district and with the tribal governments in the area, and so definitely we will be giving parents skills to be able to be advocates for their children.
The Special Education series helps parents understand how to request and navigate special education services, celebrates Native ways of knowing, and provides a cultural view of disability.
The number one thing that actually helps any child through a special education process is their parents and advocating. And what's a bummer about that is that a lot of parents don't have the know-how to do it, because it's quite a process. I mean, when you go through special education processes, first they give you this big packet of stuff that's called your rights, or your right to hearing, your right to all this other stuff, and you kind of look at it and go, well, what does all that mean? And then, then you have to sign that you've seen it. First of all, if you're obviously not, a struggling reader yourself, it's very difficult to read that packet and say, I know what all that meant. And so parents who are trying to advocate for their kids don't always have the best skill to do so, but really need help and support to get there.
In the School and Community series, parents will learn the value of working with schools to ensure their children's educational needs are being met, and develop the necessary skills to improve home and school communications.
I definitely think it's important that parents are involved in their child's academic career, because it gives them an extra avenue to get support. When parents are involved, they know what's going on at school with their child. They understand the material, and they tend to create an environment that encourages learning more.
In recent years, the Alaska Native dropout rate in Ketchikan Public Schools has been as high as 55%. Our tribal community can take action. Parents can take action. You can take action.
We've kind of determined in the last couple of years that we need to be more involved actively in what's happening in the school district. So, it's just something that we have become more and more aware of, that we need to be part of the solution and be part of what has to happen in the schools.